Captain Morgan?
2020 Can-Am Turbo RRXDST Pi Squared. Honestly, I don't even know what these things are called. I bought it because it was the fastest one. That's it. I'm not a good reviewer. I bought it, it's fast. Actually, I didn't buy it because it was fast. The only reason I bought it is because I fit. There's a lot of Can-Am and Polaris fanboys, and I almost bought a Polaris. Biggest difference between the two of them is how you sit in them. So if you like being upright and you're kind of on the more shorter stature.
This is a little bit of a cut at me, but okay.
Shorter stature.
Jared.
You probably like the Polaris. You sit up in it, you can see over the windshield. My knees were like this the whole time. No support. I'm 6'4", kind of fat. I like food. So that's why I bought it. I fit in it. I like the way it drove. I did look at both of them. I'm not a fanboy of either one. I almost bought the Polaris. I just didn't buy it because I didn't fit. So Polaris is a good machine. I like the suspension, the way you can change the modes. So the only thing I don't like about this one, and the one reason I almost bought the Polaris, is she's a big girl. She's long.
What are you trying to say?
Big girls need loving too, but she's a big girl and she drags her belly on stuff when you go rock crawling. Other than that, that's about my only gripe with it. Suspension, I mean, it'll go up to 90 miles an hour like that, and you can go over whoops at 60 plus and not have an issue. I don't have to worry about a drug addiction anymore. Not that I had one, but I'm now spending all my money on this. The next time you'll see it, it'll have roof racks and light bars and tune and more horsepower, and yeah. So that's about it. But it's a fun machine. If you want a spec sheet, Google it. Seriously, 195 horsepower, lots of suspension travel. Pretty much will go anywhere. We come from like quads and Jeeps. This is my first side-by-side. Quads and Jeeps, you know, you have to, well, not so much quads with Jeeps, you got to really slow down for bumps. This, you have to completely reframe how you do it, because you will hit stuff at 40, 50 miles an hour that you won't even feel. It'll just be like doo-doo, doo-doo. So that's kind of the main thing. So the one thing to note is that the back seat on these is much bigger. So we have young kids, so we like the Polaris better for that, because the kids could sit up higher. They didn't have issues seeing out the window, but we just solved that with a couple of booster seats.
Matrix style. Ah!
Don't fall over backwards into a fire ant. They'll bite you in the ass.
At least it's not a scorpion.
So if you have kids, the Polaris is definitely probably, you know, a lot easier, because this back seat is up a lot higher, so the kids can see out of the window a lot easier. But you solve that with a little bit of a, you can either throw in a bench seat, or like us, you put in some boosters. So that works pretty good. Do you have any complaints with it? Other than it's where all our money's going now?
I really don't have very many complaints with it. So it's kind of one of those things to get used to.
It was fun until I scared you the other day.
And
up a cliff face?
Well, you were going up a 90-degree angle. Of course it was scary for my first time. The only other complaint is... The only other complaint I have, I'm 5'2". So I'm super short compared to him. He's like a whole, what, 14 inches taller than me. So my complaint is I'm 5'2". So you see how he has the seat all the way back. And you see kind of the...
It's not all the way back. I sit pretty...
You sit close?
To the steering wheel to have a better racing position.
So you sit like you're driving a manual car, pretty much.
Yeah.
The thing is at the rake of the seat, it's kind of more of a bucket seat, like a supercar or a race car or whatever. So of course I need to get a cushion for this area right here to scoop my butt up so I can actually reach the pedals. Yes, I have issues with getting the pedals. Not fun.
Hi.
Hi.
So.
You got anything else?
the one thing I'll say is if you actually want to buy one of these things, buy one. I mean, we have a Jeep Rubicon, Ram Rebel. We've been off-roading as a family for since our kids were born. They were off-road, and this is so much more fun because it goes anywhere, like literally anywhere. It'll go anywhere.
Yep.
So you can throw the kids in the back. We got a roof rack coming, throw a cooler on top. Pretty much you can go anywhere and not have any sort of an issue like any getting stuck. I haven't even remotely got stuck, and I've done some stupid shit with it. So, and also drive both. All the Polaris and Can-Am jokes are fun and everything, but honestly, really it's personal preference. I watched all the reviews on YouTube and online, and everyone says, you know, one thing or the other. Either they're a Polaris fanboy or a Can-Am fanboy. I think it really comes down to like how you like to drive. So if you like to drive like this in a fast toy and you're shorter, you'll like the Polaris. If you want more of like a supercar, well, I haven't been drinking, where you're kind of like lean back and you actually feel like you're down in the car, then I would say this one's for you. But go to the dealer, let them have them test drive them, take them out, see which one's for you. You really can't go wrong with either. They're both just ton of fun. So